Archetype has a community to be something for the RGV, to show the kids that they can amount to something in life, to get rid of this stigma that just because you're from the Valley, just because you're Mexican, you're not going to be successful. Welcome to the Archetype podcast with your host Javi
and Javi.
So, let's get into the conversation. What is Archetype Athletic to you?
People always ask me for the definition. I don't ever know the true definition,
Okay.
but I know the specific of what an archetype could be is just your own specific character, your attributes, and what makes you you.
The actual definition of archetype is the original.
The original.
The original. So, we actually have a saying, be your own archetype.
Of course.
So let's just subtract archetype, substitute it with the original.
Mm-hmm.
Be your own original. That is the true motto of what we stand for. Archetypes, that can mean multiple things, like you said, different characters. So there's actually a lot of backstory to this, but there's king archetypes, warrior archetypes, magi archetypes, joker archetypes. And I think as an athlete, you can really see which one you are. Okay, so look, let's just say this. The quarterback of the field.
As in what the quarterback stands as?
Yeah, if he was an archetype.
The leader.
So probably the king archetype, right? Then you have the O-line and the D-line. Those right there are warrior archetypes. They're protecting their king. There's archetypes in every realm. We recently made a change to the brand. So we are serving the football audience.
Okay.
They really care about their craft. They all want to make it somewhere. Everybody has a different story, and everybody is looking for a way to make a name of themselves or a way out. Football as a whole is a unity that brings everybody together. I think that's what people just oversee a lot. Football brings a unity within the team. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what your background is. On that field, you're one person. You have one role. You can be your own archetype on that field.
You know what I love?
What is that?
A very cocky player. More of an old head perspective is they hate cockiness. They hate when a guy is talking his shit. They hate when a guy is like, oh, I'm him, I'm this and that. I love when a guy's doing that. I love when he's expressing himself as, I'm that dude on the field. Come and do something about it. Oh, wait, you cannot do something about it. And I love that.
Especially when the dude backs it up.
Especially when he backs it up. I mean, there's a specific guy I think we're both thinking of. I think his name starts with Claudio Torres. That we pulled up to his game. I introduced myself. He's like, hey, watch this. 3 plays into the game, scores a touchdown, comes up to me. I'm him. I'm like, whoa. Relax.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 minutes into the game. Proceeds to score 5 touchdowns. Proceeds to be the number 3 in the state of Texas. I mean, he backed it up.
After the 4th touchdown, I'm the GOAT.
I'm the GOAT.
After the 5th one, this is my house.
Wait, what else did he say? This is my house. This is my stadium. This is my city. This is my people.
It's crazy because he's ranked number 3 in the state. Nobody can say anything about it, bro.
They can't. I mean, what are you going to say? We stopped you? No, you didn't.
After his 5th touchdown, he went 5, bro. 5.
The coaches were like, all right, the scouts seen enough. They've seen enough. They're satisfied. You can relax now. The other team is getting murdered. And who did they play that game? A 6-0 team.
I know. That was
and
crazy.
just because you could say this 6-0 team played nobodies, but you're still 6-0.
Exactly.
You still had reputation to your name. And they absolutely murdered that other team. It was ridiculous.
So since we are in the conversation of undefeated teams, we just came back from a
I knew this
unfortunate loss from the PSJ Raiders. Of course, we are a little bit biased because we are from PSJ.
At least we're aware of it. The game starts. The Raiders take an early lead. They take a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Second quarter comes around. They take a 14-0 lead. Right when they do the kickoff, when they're 14-0, there's about, I believe, 2 minutes left. They do the kickoff.
They did a squid kick.
It is a very questionable call, but I truly believe after further review, after the cameramen that were right next to us had recorded the whole thing, the Raiders did recover that onside kick. but the refs overturned it and gave it to Flower Bluff. Right after that, the Raiders actually hit one of the players, pops the ball out. The ref throws a very late flag and calls a late hit on the QB. Once again, saving them within a 2-minute time period. Few plays later, Flower Bluff goes ahead and they score 14-7 at half. Halftime comes around, Raiders grab the ball. They receive the ball at halftime. They don't score. Kicks off, punts to Flower Bluff. They don't score. Goes back to Raiders. They don't score. Goes back to Flower Bluff. Then they score. They make it 14-14.
When this was what? The third quarter?
This is third quarter. This is about 8 minutes left when they made the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Kickoff to Raiders. Raiders do, I believe, a 3-and-out. Goes back to Flower Bluff, and they score, I believe, on the second play. Makes it 21-14.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Number 4 started turning it up after that. Yeah.
Not just him, number 1.
Number 1 was going crazy.
I believe his name was Carson. He's also committed to Vanderbilt. Which for a Valley person to be committed to Vanderbilt, that's a very big accomplishment for sure. They make it 21-14 heading into the fourth quarter. Raiders tie it up 21-21. Kick it back off to Flower Bluff. They end up giving the ball back to Raiders with about 2 minutes left. Raiders drive it down the field. 40 seconds left. Third down. 4-yard line. Raiders decide to run the timeout. Spike the ball. 3 seconds left. Their field goal comes in for the game-winning field goal, 21-21. An absolute beautiful game to watch. I mean, everybody was on their toes. Unfortunately, the kicker shanks the ball. It goes into overtime. Raiders get the ball first. Instantly scored. The kicker goes back on, misses it again. And they play by college rules, so both teams get a chance. So Raiders have to go into complete lockdown mode. They have to shut down this other team. If this other team scores, they have to stop that field goal. If not, they win off that field goal. What happened? The other team won off the field goal. It was a very unfortunate game for us to be at because we finally thought one of our Valley teams were going to represent, show out, and beat a team from not necessarily completely up north, but from outside of the Valley itself. They lost 28-27.
So you and I were a part of this. There's a certain stigma around the Valley, and that's where we're from. So obviously we represent a lot of players from the Valley because there's a lot of potential here. That game was big to a lot of us. It's always big whenever we play another North team or East or wherever, you know. They might consider it South, but we're the South, of course. So I think at the end of the day, they did an exceptional job. But let's go back to this. Number 4 said, "Where's my chain at?"
Look, I'm going to be honest with you, number 4. We bet on the Raiders winning that game. Things happened. They didn't win. So we didn't see it of value of us interviewing you respectfully. In the most respectful way possible. It was not the direction we thought it would have ended in.
And obviously, since we are a brand and not part of the Raiders, we should have. So I think we got to make it up and say, when you come to UTRGV, because I know you're committed to UTRGV, be expecting a photo shoot, a possible NIL deal, if you're for it, and exceptional promotion to you. I will guarantee you that. But you must be in the basis of UTRGV.
That is a perfect way to say it. I mean, let me just ask you, what is your favorite part about this brand right here? I mean, everything that you're repping head to toe except the shoes.
I know, man.
Maybe a potential shoes in the future. We're just like,
we ain't there yet.
We
will.
Right,
so one of my favorite things about this brand truly is what it stands for and what it brings to the community we're from. Archetype has a community to be something for the RGV, to show the kids that they can amount to something in life, to get rid of this stigma that just because you're from the Valley, just because you're Mexican, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to make it out there in the world. Because that's a certain stigma that's around here. People have a limited mindset here in the Valley. Archetype has the opportunity to make a name and be a role model to not only athletes, but to other entrepreneurs out there, to other people that know they can amount to something.
You made a very exceptional point right there. And I want to say one thing. You spoke about community, you spoke about children, you spoke about the movement, you spoke about everything that we stand for and how we envision the future. I want to take it back to a specific game to where we watched that one exceptional player, Claudio Torres. Right as halftime came around, we were just walking the track. on their side, and some kids pointed out to us. They're like, "Oh, yo, Archetype, Archetype." We look at them and we're like, "Come down." They come down. We start talking to them, and they knew everything about us. We go out there. We step outside of the gate. We start talking to these kids, and they're over here so excited to meet us. And then all of a sudden, 30, 40 kids are around us, and it's just like everybody's dying to take photos with us. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, we love Archetype. We can't wait till we're in high school. We can't wait till we're the dogs on the field that Archetype is coming to visit." And that right there, that specific moment is what really set an attitude in me. It set a vision in me, like, we're doing something phenomenal.
Yes.
I mean, these kids are seeing us every Friday night. Like, specifically yesterday, a kid came up to me. He's like, "Bro, can you please follow me on Instagram? Like, I love everything that you guys do. I cannot wait. I'm playing center right now in middle school. I want to be the best center. I want to be starting center when I'm a freshman." What did I tell him? Keep working hard. You'll be in a video one day. I will see you out there one day. I will say what's up to you because I'm going to remember you. And I cannot wait. All you got to do is put in the work and don't give up. And all these kids right here, they're looking up to us. And I'm not saying I'm the best role model ever. I don't believe I'm the best role model ever. I'm sure he doesn't believe he's the best role model ever. We could be better. But for these kids to be here, they're looking up to us, is a very amazing, blessed feeling. And we only want to continue to improve, not just our brand, but the community itself. We want to be able to give back. We believe there's many hidden talents in the Valley, and it's only going to grow. It's only going to expand.
For what it matters, I think this is where you're going at. We see that it's working. The fruits of our labor are coming into life. And obviously we are able to live fortunate events like that, fortunate memories. It's a beautiful thing. And those are my favorite memories of the brand too. You know, going out there, especially a place we're not from. The Valley's large. That right there is an hour away from us. But we went there and we received love from a town we're not even from. That right there to me means the world. It's truly an amazing feeling.
You know what I cannot wait for? And I know this is going to happen one day. A few years down the line to where we're 7 years deep into Archetype. We're going to go to a game one day, and a kid that is playing is going to come up to us and be like, "Bro, thank you so much for coming to our game. I've watched you guys since I was in middle school." Now he's the best player on their team. And I know that's going to happen, and it's going to be a crazy feeling knowing how far we've come along and how far we took it. And I know me and you both have that exact same mindset that we're not going to give up on it. It's only going to expand. And I'm so excited to just see these kids grow up and become the dogs that they're telling us right now that they're going to become.
And as you and I keep moving forward with this, we always have to remember, like, this part right here. Like, we are truly, let's go back to this. We're warriors, you and I. You know, our partner, he is the back end of what Archetype really is. What you're wearing right now, exceptional. You know, we've taken so many strides into being able to provide phenomenal product for the
Let's
athletes.
talk about that guy, man. That guy's a character. I mean, he designed everything that we're wearing right here.
That's where I'm going.
Okay.
This guy is truly skillful because I know this, you know this. Our quality, we have phenomenal quality of product. The athletes know that. People know that. So I would like to jump into this. What are your favorite products that we have?
Wow. I mean, specifically this one hoodie right here it's a very comfortable.
Which is something that we're going to come out with, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically my favorite product at the moment has been the 4-way stretch shorts.
Yes.
The training 4-way stretch shorts, all black. They have been amazing to me because it is a different material that we went out with compared to the actives that we're normally used to. Because me and you own like 90 million active shorts in like 90 million colors. But those shorts are phenomenal, specifically for working out, for loungewear, for free balling, whatever it is that you want to do. I mean, they're so comfortable.
Yeah.
My opinion, the perfect squat day shorts.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do squat, if you're gonna do legs, anything in general. If you're stretching, if you're walking around the house, they're just so comfortable. They don't even feel like shorts. They're so silky smooth that it flows like butter.
100%, bro. I have two of my favorite products right now, which are two different products. That new training set that we have. Bro, that one right there.
The training club.
The training club set, yes. The training club set. When you style them from bottom to top, you can match them with absolutely anything. You can be wearing green shoes, and it would match absolutely with the top and the bottom that
That's
you have.
facts.
That's facts, yes.
Facts.
And my new favorite product is that long sleeve we just dropped, bro. That
You beat me to
long
it.
sleeve
You
that
beat me
we
to
just
it.
dropped too.
Because I was gonna mention that next because I've been wearing that black and that vapor long sleeve every
Dude.
single day.
Oh my gosh, I've been wanting you to take that off, bro, because you've been wearing it way too much, and I don't own that. I don't own that color, and I see you wear too much, and I'm like, bro, I could
You
be,
mad?
I could be styling
I
it
think you're
better.
mad. I think you're mad.
I agree. Yeah, I am a little bit mad.
Respectfully, that you can find on the website as well.
Mhm.
That black vapor long sleeve. We should have brought one.
The black vapor or the vapor?
I mean,
Yeah. the
my
vapor.
apologies. That long sleeve in general that is on the website, you can go ahead and find it in 4 different colors. It'll be in black, vapor, maroon, and a light blue.
Yes, correct.
Absolutely amazing. It has a hoodie attached to it. That the hoodie is the best feeling hoodie ever. I've owned products in the past by other companies that either has a hoodie that is too tight to where it's back here and you can't even move your neck at all, or has one that is way too low, and that hoodie just fits absolutely perfect. I mean, it's beautiful, it's breathable. The material on it is amazing.
So actually, that was actually the product that we used when the UTRGV athletes came. Their reactions, their comments, they were all good things. What was one thing that stood out to you that they specifically said when they tried on that gear?
I won't say who specifically said it because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But I will say, and I quote, unquote, this is off the books, but
Okay.
it was the best piece of clothing that they have felt from a brand that niches in sports. Considering who they partner with and who they're working with,
AKA
our clothing
Under
fit
Armour.
exceptionally better.
They said
More
Under Armour.
breathable. The material felt better. They felt like they could move around. It's just comfortable overall.
Yes, and I'm saying their name right. Under Armour.
Again, where we live, and Under Armour giving the people of where we live their shittiest products. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, we're the Valley, so Under Armour is gonna look at the Valley and be like, "You don't have enough money, so I'm not gonna give you our best products. We're gonna give you the worst products, but we're Under Armour, so you're gonna take it." There's this one person that I know, and I respect him so much because he's just so educated on the business subject, Conor McGregor. Because when he was gonna fight this one specific fighter, I forgot his name. It may have been, I don't believe it was Aldo, but he was gonna fight this one fighter, and he told him in the press conference, basically, you signed this contract on your last contract, even though you were fighting me and I'm worth more money. You still signed it on your last contract. You didn't even negotiate for yourself to earn more money. And that's how I see it with these schools right here, is that Under Armour's throwing them these clothing knowing it's a shittier product, but we're Under Armour, so you have to just go ahead and accept. So Under Armour doesn't truly care what type of product they're giving them because at the end of the day, they're Under Armour. And it's the Valley, so I don't really care. It's not Ohio. It's not Alabama. I don't really got to make the best product for these guys. It's UTRGV. That's what they're looking at us like. And I know if we came in here, we stepped in and we say, "Hey, UTRGV, come here. I'm going to nurture you. I'm going to take care of you."
It would be way more than that too, bro. Imagine this. An RGV athletic brand, and then we give it to the first RGV D1 school. And I will say this, if there is any UTRGV coaches or anybody that has demand,
We will completely blow your guys' minds. It'll be the best product that you've ever seen. And we can tailor it specifically to any need that you desire. I mean, we've had people that we've dealt with in the past that asked for this at the last minute. We made it happen. No questions asked. Let's get it done. And I guarantee you guys, I mean, we personally, as a brand, we wouldn't stand for that. We would make sure you guys had the best product that you could ever receive in your hand, and there will be only love, no complaints.
since we are in the conversation, next year, you heard it here first. If you're this far in the podcast, we're going to be on that Friday Night Live football games. You will see our logo. You will see what we stand for. And you will see it out there.
I mean, I just think by next year, our logo is going to be so embedded into everybody's heads, it's going to be hard not to see it. They're going to take a left, Archetype. Turn to the right, Archetype. Look up, Archetype. They're going to go to sleep and dream, Archetype. It's going to be ridiculous. And you guys will see the quality of our clothing. I mean, the players are going to be talking about how amazing these jerseys are that we're making for them.
Mm-hmm.
The undershirts, the sleeves,
The mouthpieces.
the mouthpieces.
The leg sleeves. Whatever. I mean, even in the future, the visors.
They're going to
the
be explaining to you
backpacks.
guys. I mean, we won't even have to be preaching it at that point. They're going to be telling you guys that it is the best in the game, as they are already saying it now. If you're an athlete watching this right now, it should excite you how excited we are to put the Valley on the map, because that is more exposure to you all. Because if you're an athlete, you already know how it is to not get any exposure. Everybody looks away when they look at the Valley. And our whole sole purpose is to put each and every one of you athletes on the map, to make the Valley known. So all these scouts, when they look at the Valley, they don't just shit on us. They look at us and, oh, there's talent coming out of there. I need to travel down there. I need to see these kids play because I'm interested and they can benefit my team.
That right there is a closing statement I will say speaks for itself. Archetype Athletic truly stands for more than what you see. And we appreciate everybody's support, because we know that the more support we have from you all, the further not only the brand can go, but your future can go for the Valley. I mean, I've always preached this, but what if one day you come into our office and it's a building with our logo, and you want a job, a certain career path that doesn't require you to be extremely tailored to what people want you to do, but tailored to what you're good at. And you come in knowing that you're good at a certain skill, we give you the opportunity to capitalize on it. We want to stand for more than just a regular corporation. I mean, we are truly here so that way everybody has their own creativity, their own skill set, and their own opportunity. Because at the end of the day, you have the opportunity to be your own archetype.
Well, I guess my closing statement is, if you're an athlete, again, tuned into this and you've been here for the past 30 minutes, we hope to one day be able to, you guys come up to us or we go up to you and you know our name, we know your name. And you guys invite us out to your games. Luckily, we're able to show up, and it's just a blessing just to even be able to show up and watch you guys play. And we hope you guys get to perform to the absolute best that you can and keep grinding. And if you have a younger brother, train him to be just as excellent as you are. Don't ever stop. If you have an older brother, look up to them and always work to be better. And we hope to one day come to your guys' games and we're amazed at your performance. Truthfully, that is the number one thing that we want for you 7th graders, 6th graders, 8th graders, even younger generations that know us and look up to the videos that we make and look up to the athletes up there. Keep grinding, and one day we will see you on that field.
That is Javi and
Javi.
signing out.
Beautiful.